Welcome to Spring 2015 MGT 3660 Business Forecasting class. So in this video I'm going to go over some highlights of the syllabus. This course is an online hybrid class, which means that we'll be meeting face to face off and on, and I will be available Thursday from 1:40 to 2:55 in Fletcher 316. And students are welcome to attend the class for help session and question and answer sessions. Okay. Now, most of the work, the class lecture and class work will be made available online, and you have to complete them on your own. Class time will be used strictly for question and answer and for help. Now my office is in Fletcher 106. And this is the telephone number that I would suggest that you use if you want to contact me by phone. This will give me an alert when a message comes through, so I'll be able to call you back much quicker. And this is my office telephone number, which I may not be around to answer, and I may not get your message on time for me to call you back. So my advice is that you use this telephone number. Okay, here are the office hours. There is on-campus office hours and online office hours, and I'll be using Google Hangouts and chat facility for online office hours. Now, if you want to contact me by email, you use this ID. Don't use my dileepan@utc.edu ID, because your email will get mixed up with lots of other email I get in that ID. And I would like to respond to student email much faster and quicker. And so to get priority response back, I suggest that you use the marks.utc ID. Okay, here are the prerequisites. MGT 1000, where Excel is covered, and that's an extremely important prerequisite. And 2120, that is the second statistics class, because this course is going to be very heavily statistics oriented, and therefore this is another prerequisite that you have to make sure that you meet the prerequisites. Okay, so course description, course learning outcomes, okay, you can go over those, and the textbook we'll be using is Principles of Business Forecasting, first edition. So here is the textbook. And I'll discuss course conduct in the video that covers Blackboard. So here is a link to the Blackboard page for the class. Okay, and assessment. So there is going to be 3 different categories. There will be a homework due every week, and they will be Excel homework that you have to complete and submit in Blackboard. Only homework submitted in Blackboard will be graded. If you email a homework to me, I will not grade those homework. Now there will be quiz, chapter quiz, and that's also going to be offered via Blackboard. And then there will be 2 exams, and they will be take-home exams to be done in Excel. And here are the dates. Okay. Now, for the homework and for the test, okay, I will be preparing individualized Excel files. So each Excel file will have data prepared for the particular student, and it will have the student stamp also. So you must download the Excel shell file and enter your marks UTC ID when prompted. If you don't do that, then the file will not be yours, and I will not grade the file. You will get 0 for homework. So make sure that you download the file yourself. Okay, don't get a copy of the file from somebody else. Okay, if you did that, then it will not be your data. It will be somebody else's data. So you will get 0 for the homework. So you need to make sure that you go to the Blackboard site with your user ID download the Excel file, enter your ID, and your name and your date and time will be stamped in the file. I'll be looking at that date stamp, and I'll be looking at your ID in the Excel file before grading. If it does not match with your ID, then you get a 0, and that will also be, if the file does not match your personal stamp, the student will receive a 0. In addition, it will be taken as a possible violation of the honor code. So you have to make sure that you understand this properly and follow the instructions as laid out. Okay? And here are some late policies. So you both homework and quizzes will have due date, and you get some grace period for first couple of them, and after the second, then you get late penalty levied, and the instructions are here, the rules are here. And once you hit 5 late homework or 5 late quizzes, no further late homework or late quiz respectively will be allowed. Okay, but in any case, even if it goes beyond the grace period, I suggest that you complete the homework, you complete the quiz, even if it is late, and I don't grade them right away, because at the end of the semester, if you are on a borderline for a higher grade, then I'll go back and see whether you did complete the ones that you missed or ones that were too late, and did you make an effort, and those are the things that will be used for. So I would very strongly urge you, even if you miss the deadline, the grace period and so on, you still complete the homework, complete the quiz. Even if you don't get any grade right away, it may help you if you're on a borderline for a better grade. So technology prerequisites, you need to have high-speed internet, obviously, an Excel 2010 or later, and I would suggest that you use Windows machine. But if you insist that you're going to use a Mac, then Mac doesn't have data analysis, so you have to use an alternative program about which I know nothing. So you'll be on your own. Okay. And of course, familiarity with Google Plus is a requirement. Okay, you can communicate with me through email, the Mark's ID, Mark's email ID, or you can call me in this telephone number. Okay. So here are some important dates and the topics that we'll be covering. So here from weeks 1 through 7 is the first half. We'll be covering chapters 1 through 4. It will be more statistics and smoothing methodologies. And the second half will be regression analysis, using regression analysis, coming up with forecasts under various conditions. Okay. So if you have any questions in any part of the syllabus, feel free to contact me by emailing me here or posting questions in the discussion board, which I'll be talking about in just a second in the next video, or calling me in this telephone number.